With the Fish Kings, two guys how-tos, get you some of it. I've been down here fishing at the pond. I've ran through a bunch of numerous stuff today. Real mice, crankbaits, different things, rubber worm, wacky style, weedless style. A lot of algae blooms. I've been getting better luck with the weedless style. So I got my 4/0 Eagle Claw hook, and let me position this a little bit better for you guys. And it's got the crook in it, so I'm running some yum worms today, and they got a little tail. They're called the swimming dinger, and this is a black and blue flake. There's little flakes in there that sparkle as the light hits it. But I'm going to run this thing straight down through the head like this, to the tip of that worm. And since they've been a little bit more finicky, normally I would pop it out about a ½ inch or so. I'm running these like 1 inch, and then I pull it out. And then I slide that all the way up past that crook. Be careful not to rip that worm. You kind of want to spin it and push it, spin it while you're pushing it, gently, gently. And it's got to go over that crook and that knot you got tied to that hook. So once you pop it out, it should look like this. And then you just take that hook and you set it right inside that worm. And that's it. That way, that hook is a little bit more in the center of that worm. And they're finicky today. We want them just to grab it, and we're gonna get them. So I've been running it a little further up, caught some, moved the hook back, caught a lot more. So let's give a couple casts, see what we get here. Let's go down into this weeded part here and try to get as close to those cattails as possible. The good thing with the weedless is if you get hemmed up on the algae, you just drag it off of it real lightly. Just kind of let it sit, move it, let that tail on that worm do what it's going to do. The closer you can get to the cattails, the better. And I'm about ready to get out of here, but we just caught a nice bass on one, so I'm going to see if we can catch another one on it. It looks like we got a little bit of algae on it. I'm going to see if I can just tweak it and get that algae pulled off and let it settle back down to the bottom and bring it through there. But as the sun's setting, the different parts of the pond that were in full sun now are in shade. So it's kind of helping us out to where they might not have been hitting an hour ago, but they're hitting now. So let's go back over to this area here. Get as close to those cattails as possible. Pull it off of there. That's where they're hiding out. They're right up in there, they're backed up in there, and they're just coming out to eat when they can, and they go right back into their garage. So let's bring this in gently. We're gonna run a couple upstream as well. And I guarantee you we're bringing something out of here. Oh yeah, we're getting a hit. We're getting a nice hit. I think it's on there. Yeah. Let's have to double set it. That's it there. Nice sized bass. And the yum worms are paying off tonight. Yeah, this one swallowed the hook. So what I always do, when they swallow it like that, down in there, we don't want to kill this fish. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it out with my cutters. I got these wire cutters here that I always bring. And I go down in there, and let's see if I can move this thing down a little bit for you guys to see what I'm doing here. I go down in its mouth as far as I can. This hook will rust out. And cut it. I take most of the hook with me, that little bit. It'll get it out of there itself. Because if you sit there and you start yanking on that hook, and you yank on it, and you want your hook back, you'll yank the insides of that fish out. And to me, it's not worth it. You know, we catch and release, and I'd rather lose a $1 hook than rip the insides of that fish out. And you can see what it did to the hook. It's gone, but that's fine. You know, I'll push my worm up that line, cut this here, and I'll start all back over. I'll tie another hook on there and be ready to rock and roll again. As close underneath those cattails as possible. See if I can get a hit, especially before tonight is over. See if I can get it just to run. I think we got one going. Yeah, that's a nice one there. So try not to get discouraged about the algae. And let's see if we can get this thing on here before I lose it. And it's got good size to it. Nice size to it. But I got it probably about a foot out from those cattails. Yeah, that's a good sized bass here. She doesn't want to come in. So I'm gonna keep it down low, and real gentle, and just pop her up out of there, boom. So here you go. And she ate the whole worm is gone. And you can see it, there's nothing here. Let me set my pole over here. There's no worm left. She just ripped it right off. But that was a yum worm. And we're gonna rig up again and see what we get. So get you some of those yum worms, and let me get the package for you. And these are the swimming dinger. We've had good luck with these, actually. I've been running these all year. And this is the black and blue flake. And catch bass every time. You know, if this color doesn't work, swap up to another color. Just keep swapping up. Keith with the Fish Kings, Two Guys How To's. Get you some of it.
I'm not a pig, I'm a lawyer.